There comes a time when you've been thinking about something so much that you've driven yourself into virtually insanity. In fact, the pain is so intense that the only solution you have that comes forth is to settle in for less than what you know is possible. It's in those moments, the moments like now, when I feel the desperation and you feel the darkness, that you get to experience having a vision to keep going and keep moving forward. Oftentimes, we get so caught up in believing that we're not enough, that there is something better, and we know that this vision that's been given to us towards greatness, towards implementing that which is ours, will never come to be unless we do something about it. It's in that moment that you've been given a gift. So today, with this particular thought, I wanted to express the concept of reframing a circumstance. What if up? This is the framework that I'm sharing with you today. You can take any scenario and transform it. As an example, let's say you were in a car accident. For many, the simple idea of having a car accident is catastrophic. In fact, after all, assets are destroyed, perhaps there's been bodily injuries, you've been hurt. That's kind of the summary of it. So the typical way we think is using the what if. What if this was the worst day of my life? What if, because of what I experienced, I'm never going to be able to drive again? What if I'm in a wheelchair and this is going to make me suffer and be in pain? And because of this, I'm never going to be able to get married. And then eventually, I'm going to die alone and no one's going to love me. You see how fast that shifted into something negative, something of pain and hurt? Think about the what if up as a downward spiral that easily leaves you and you've lost control of. Now, let's contrast that with having what I call the what if up. Let's take the same scenario and let's reframe it. What if, because you went through that, you get a chance to learn gratitude? What if you're taught patience when you're forced to slow down and really enjoy the moments? What if it brings your family together that's been struggling to spend that time? What if positive? In our brains, in our minds, we have two different ways of thinking. We can gear towards what is negative, bad, and ultimately destroying everything that is good within us. Or we can choose to think that which is good, think that which is positive. At any given point, we only have one of two thoughts, a positive one or a negative one. In the moment when you're in that deep, dark spot, the negative thoughts are winning out, and we're giving them the power, the energy that should be given to those positive thoughts. Remember, one of the key ingredients of what it is you're here to do. There are people in this moment, in this life, waiting just for you. They are waiting for you to get your message in front of them. I believe strongly that we're all here to make a contribution. And for many of us, we do so through our work, through our communities. We seek to inspire. Some do so by being authoritative, but other of us seek to be leaders who might not fully understand the vision that has been given to them, but who choose to invest time, energy, resources, and in so doing attract and bring those people into the life to make it happen. I speak of contribution a lot because I feel I'm here to make a big contribution. I've been gifted with being surrounded with much knowledge, methods, and great people. And I've limited myself I've been stuck. I've been in this deep, dark pit of having all this knowledge and thought and expression within me. I'm feeling imprisoned. On the one side, there's a feeling I have of knowing a lot of different things and being able to talk eloquently and express feelings deep within that can evoke and transform those who are in my presence. But when that is gone, there's just me and the thinking, this big, massive confusion that lives within. Has it ever happened to you where you have these moments of deep clarity, where you know exactly what it is you're heading to, and then it's gone? All that thinking, all that clarity, all that essence may show up for you in the form of wanting to save the world and truly believing you know the pathway and the purpose. And for those brief glimpses, you certainly do. But then, like Peter, the apostle, we look back and we doubt and we sink. And that's a tendency that the greatest minds will always be plagued with. The feeling of regret, of remorse, of this not being enough. We are, though. Faith is about living in such a way where we hold into something greater than us and we don't doubt. It is as real to us who can visualize and use our imagination to take that which is inside of our minds and open our eyes and see that it is so. To do so, we require a certain skill set that enables us to go beyond mere wishful thinking into actual application of what is ours. What am I referring to? 3 things. Setting a vision for yourself that encompasses your why, a reason stronger than your current level of thinking, so that in doing so, you can grow beyond where you're at. Some define these as goals, but I choose to say vision because a vision encompasses these goals. The next level of what's required is a method, a framework to take that vision and make it come true in your environment, your real world around you. A simple formula that I use for this framework are the 3 Ps. Who are the people? What are the places? And what are the products that can transform that vision into something tangible? And at the 3rd level, we have the power of consistent implementation. What are you committed to doing so strongly that you can go ahead and fully devote your essence, your being, to this one particular thought, this one concentrated action, day in and day out, that moves you upwards into the stepping in of purpose, of vision, of creation. We are stuck, we are limited because we are not creating. We are consuming, we are fearful, and we give in. And because of this, we don't live. You were meant to hear these words through time, space. This message has reached you and you've listened so far because I speak to that higher self image of you, to the one that understands that that dream that lives within you is possible. But only if you're courageous enough to go forth and make it happen. And until that happens, you won't change. I am Frank. I am loving, strong, giving and receiving love. This is my identity. I am here to be, to express, to open my arms wide enough to take in the many blessings, the abundance, the wonderful things that are mine. And it is these kind of messages that remind me of that. And I seek to speak them into the world so that they come, and to share them with you so that you likewise can see what it takes to build assets, to build products, to build a legacy that comes as a byproduct of what we think, of what we are, of what we're going to be. In any given moment, we're gifted with how we think and what we choose to do with this thought. So now, dear friend, let us move forward. Let us continue onwardly towards the creating of something better, something new, something that's you.